Good morning, everyone. I'm very honored to be here. My name is Talal Badareen, and today I'll be talking about Fintech. It all started 347 days ago. I had received my first paycheck working for a company online. I wrote and designed a business profile for them, and they paid me $140 for it, which is equivalent to 500 dirham. Technically a steal. But at the time, I didn't really care. I reasoned that offering them a low price would keep them coming for bigger and better services, which was the case. I later went on to run all their social media accounts and digital ad campaigns. Now, going back to the 500 dirhams, for a full day, my mind was occupied with the question, what should I do with them? And then it hit me. News agencies and people all around me have been talking about these cryptocurrencies. And according to them, it was a tool that had converted average Joes into millionaires. So I started thinking, what if I go to sleep and overnight these 500 dirhams double? Crazy, right? I know that's what you're all thinking. So I instantly ran to Google, looking for crypto exchanges that would take my money and turn it into thousands of dollars. Fun fact, I lost all my money shortly after. But to be honest, it didn't bother me. The information I had acquired from such an experience was so much more valuable to me. Frankly, I was intrigued. How could there be electronic money? And these questions kept evolving and becoming more complicated until I stumbled upon the term financial technology, better known as Fintech. Financial technology refers to the innovative technology that aims to enhance and automate the delivery and utilization of financial services. Fintech at its base is used to assist corporations and consumers in better managing their financial activities, operations, and lives. Fintech also encompasses the creation and use of cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. While that sector of Fintech receives the most attention, the real money is still in the conventional international banking industry, which has a multi-trillion-dollar market value. Let's go back more than 20 years in time for you to understand this better. By a raise of hand, who here has heard of PayPal? Great, we've got a lot of hands here. Now, for those of you who do not know what PayPal is, it's a financial technology company operating an online payment system in over 200 countries. It serves as an electronic alternative to traditional paper methods. To put it in simpler words, it allowed people to transfer money to anyone across oceans by the click of a button. It's important to note PayPal as an example, as it is the first fintech to go global. You can think of it as the big bang to the fintech industry, or the company that paved the way for other ideas in the sector internationally and regionally. What I want to discuss with all of you today is how this fintech revolution will produce winners and losers, how it will affect the entire planet, and what factors determine who the winners are. In my opinion, the winners can be described in one word, and that is innovative. In a rapidly changing industry, only the strongest will survive, let alone thrive. Staying ahead of the competition won't last long unless you're constantly reinventing and bringing in new ideas. Now, COVID-19 had a significant influence on the financial industry. The closing of regional branches and the resultant loss in employee capacity made it difficult for individuals around the world to seek financial services, which was especially felt in emerging nations. This also highlighted the industry's technological weaknesses and lack of innovation. In this day and age, consumers are becoming increasingly tech-savvy. Many would rather handle their matters on their mobile devices or desktop computers rather than going to their local banks. Financial institutions that innovate and capitalize on market trends by creating innovative new products will be able to fulfill the need for speedier, more efficient financial services. Economic decline is unavoidable when there is a lack of ambition. And as an innovator, you can guarantee that your company stays ahead in an increasingly saturated industry. And as fintechs and neobanks continue to challenge the existing order, the banking industry will feel it more severely than ever. All of this can be illustrated in the graph chart shown in front of you, which shows an overall rise in capital spent in fintech deals between 2013 and 2018. Financial technology is the hottest investment sector right now for venture capitalists, with $1 out of every $5 invested in 2021 going into fintech deals. As businesses and investors throughout the world see the validity of this fintech revolution, more light is being shed on the sector and the topic as a whole. Academic Aswar Prasad writes extensively about this topic in the context of financial services innovation in his book, The Future of Money. Great read, by the way. According to him, fintech is changing the world of finance, providing more direct channels between borrowers and savers, and at the very slightest will yield an array of new financial technologies that will better fit the needs of households, entrepreneurs, and firms. But let's be honest, we haven't seen any new innovative technologies that have created a renaissance in financial services since the emergence of electronic payment systems such as PayPal, or the debut of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why is that, you might wonder? Have we reached the limit? The answer is, drum roll please, no. But we do have one flaw, and that is our approach to innovation. These days, everywhere you look, you see these business experts selling expensive courses that help you set up your own business. The funny thing is that around the same time period, there has been a continuous decrease in the number of businesses opening up, and an increase in the amount of companies shutting down their doors. How is that possible? Simply, these people are being incorrectly taught. This is how it usually goes in one of these courses. First, you come up with an idea. After that, you write an extensive business plan, and don't forget all these fancy financial projections. And then you come up with a product, and finally you hit the market. And then it hits you. You have no customers. Everyone has a plan on paper. That is until they face reality, at which point they get slapped in the face. These people are spending more time planning and preparing for what I like to call an imaginary and ideal market than figuring out if the product they're about to launch is progressive or it's going to make a difference in the lives of their consumers. So instead of spending the next 3 months of their lives preparing this exhaustive business plan, how about we teach them to spend their time figuring out what the market needs or what can enhance their online customers' banking experience. Only then will we be able to develop products and services capable of altering the business world and the financial world as we know it. Allow me to go back to a point I had mentioned earlier. I was dreaming of doubling my money in crypto overnight, and you thought I was crazy, when in reality we have seen numerous examples of people making a fortune in a heartbeat, trading digital currencies. Some of whom have no experience in investing and simply just got lucky. While on the other hand, experienced investors throughout the world suffered significant losses with no explanation as to how or why it happened. But first and foremost, what are cryptocurrencies? To put it simply, they are digital currencies in which transactions are verified and records are maintained by a decentralized system. So the overall purpose of crypto is to enable peer-to-peer transactions without the need for the middleman. But there's one thing though. I'm sorry, had a heavy breakfast, I forgot. But is it really decentralized? For ages we have used currencies controlled by governments and central banks. And then suddenly, crypto and its decentralized system appeared. But is that really the case? Or is it secretly controlled by hidden governments, seeking to control the general population's wealth? This is just one example of one of the most discussed financial technologies, and just one of its gray areas. Another flaw is the fact that these transactions cannot really be verified and traced. This allowed criminals and money launderers to move illegal money through hundreds of crypto wallets before finally depositing and paying out at the cryptocurrency exchange. Unlike bank accounts, hundreds of crypto wallets can be opened within seconds without the need for verification of identification. So, should we put our trust in these financial technologies? If so, what can ensure that these technologies are not being misused, or that our funds are safe in the case of a cyber attack, for example? If it is that risky, should we go back to investing our money in physical properties and tangible assets like real estate and gold, just like the previous generations did? I leave that question for you to answer. A while back, I read a quote by Sheikh Zayed, may God have mercy on him, that genuinely inspired me. He said that future generations will live in a world very different from that which we are accustomed. It is essential that we prepare ourselves and our children for that new world. One thing is certain. Throughout our lifetimes, new innovations will arise, some of which will succeed and some of which will fail. And progress in the realm of financial technology will never cease. This is how $140 inspired me to come and talk in front of all of you today. Thank you very much.